No, returning to Megaman X3, there's halfway of Maverick's been defeated, so time to head for some sort of botanical space to defeat Neon Tiger. One of many henchmen of Dr. Doppler, who is actually a Reploid, not human. They didn't place much emphasis on the difference between Reploids and humans in this series, which I find really strange because it would make you think that there's nothing but Reploids around. Oh yeah, and Neon Tiger stage is the compulsory, but you could say jungle stage. With all the necessary shrubs, bush, and difficult to navigate places. And with a vertical boost I could get through that with a bit of a shortcut, but I'm not gonna take it. Mostly because there's that one little specific little thingamajiggery up there called looking like an E-tank, which is just lying around. No need for anything but a bit of maneuvering. So, which might insinuate that if the stage has E-tank just easily available, it is quite good selection for the first stage, and it is quite much true, at least in Neon Tiger's case as well, although he himself is not as, you could say, simplistic boss as some others. At least by the pattern I find the Tunnel Rhino to be, Blizzard Buffalo to be perhaps the more simple one. And suspiciously cracked wall, which can quite easily be broken open with a chip, and there's a new pot, and you cannot get up here without foot chip, so no need to bother. So once again, 2 things needed to get through it. Yes, the weapon upgrade, making special weapons chargeable. They have some utility use, but not so much of practical use. Mostly because, and that big blast attack from overlapping charges looks nice, but is quite useless in practical sense. And for some reason X has become now much faster climbing ladders once he got got upgrades. And the sub-boss. And might be considered one of those cases where just regular charged shots would be better. So yeah, it's not always upgrades which are always really handy. But it went down. Quite simplistic boss, but though a bit of unpredictable about what it's about to do. Ah, damn it, I was touching that so I couldn't get the life boost. Not upgrade, but a bit of health, extra bit of healing. And of course those thorns in the ground, they're lethal, so don't walk into them. Yeah, This game does have, you could say, I wonder could plague be would be, you could say, correct term, but it does have quite severe problem in case that underwhelming attacks or powers, more like. I got a bit of a crossfire there. Not my finest tower. For some reason this feels a bit more difficult than I remember. Of course it might be just rust and some strange, some kind of weird emulation thing in the collection. Ugh. But whatever, time to fuck that thing. I'm not gonna even bother fighting it. And nothing up here either. A room for bit or bit and bite fight, but there is bit is driven away and bite does not yet appear. So it's a, oh shit, that is not deadly spike, they're just damage doing spikes. And there's a difference. Deadly spikes are of course visually recognized from being much bigger and longer and meaner and scarier looking, while the regular spikes are, well, these damage spikes are just short and stubby ones. And a health upgrade. Every stage has, if I remember right, they had 2 something and one of them 3 something, and one of them is always a health upgrade. So I'm quite certain that Neon Tiger is gonna rip me apart, but at least I'm gonna show it. Yep, it's got claws and ability to, yeah, he jumps around and shoots with his tail blaster or tail gun, however you wanna name it. And he's weak with the Crush Crawfish's weapon, so trying to bring it out. He makes that kind of weird meow sound whenever he shoots with that gun of his. And he's not aiming at you, that's quite much just random blasting he does with that gun. And the fact that it sweeps backwards makes it quite nice weapon into this kind of fight, where you can just focus on dodging and shoot the attack to go, and it just wait for it to do its job by itself. I could have shown the recharge ability, but I didn't. It looks actually very impressive, and it does have need for later in this game, but not in this fight. Neon Tiger went down. And he has one of the more underwhelming weapons. Yep, just random bullet spray. But now I have rechargeable special weapons, so it's time to go and head to Tunnel Rhino stage to check out those weird platform things that there were. So I'll be heading there now. Now here at the quite beginning there was this room with the health upgrade, so it's time to just recharge the Dryad Thunder to do this kind of big roary attack, which looks nice but it's practically useless. Quite many. There's quite lots of this kind of weaponry in this game, and X2 is general, but it drops the big boulder, allowing me to use it as a foothold to get further. Now, continuing again to a similar place. A similar rock boulder goes down with this equally same method. If I remember right, there's actually no any kind of other use to that thing. And there's a new upgrade for something. Yeah, it's the stage map giving device, which also highlights where all the hidden goodies are. So let's see what it shows. It shows nothing, so the level is completely cleared. There's no reason to come back to this level ever again. Now, after getting the helmet upgrade, you can even look at the level selection to see what there should be. Yes, Neon Tiger completely covered, so is the Tunnel Rhino. While the Volt Catfish stage has... yes, it has 2 upgrades which I haven't been able to get yet. So does Crawfishes, but Blizzard Buffalo stage has been completely done through already yet. But it's time to actually head to a stage I haven't yet. Blundering about what am I supposed to be doing, saying things, weirdness. So it's time to head to the Blast Hornets level, even though the weakness of I do not have its weakness. But actually no, not yet. I'm not going to the Blast Hornet stage yet, but I'm going to this one. Once again, Dr. Doppler. Because I think it's easier to just do the level thing collecting once you have all the upgrades necessary to get them all. Yeah, Gravity Beetle. The air stage feels quite similar to... with the Storm Eagle stage. Similar airfield level. But of course this is great, and basically that the beetle it is meant to be, because I wouldn't feel that the gravity thing would be compatible thing with something which is a beetle. Well, I would not have put a gravity theme to a beetle. Ah, damn it. And there's plenty of these airport containers which make navigation of these locations a bit more awkward than they should be. And of course, it was already at the first Megaman X game, but there's level that if you do some levels, there might be changes to some other levels later, which of course makes it, which also applies into this stage. If I remember right, this stage and Blast Hornet were connected in that sense. Mostly in the sense that most of these containers would be gone if I would have gone through the Blast Hornet stage before coming to here. But it's a bit of wobbly, and of course knowing that how the weakness order goes, it's a bit of a bizarre case. But oh, well, you're a big fella. Well, I think he would sound either really high-pitched or extremely dark and intimidating. Yeah, well, that's your statement. He's big, he's heavy, and he's got all kinds of trickery up his sleeve to make you regret that. Once again, yep, if you let yourself to get into wrestle contact with him, he's gonna tear you apart real fast. Actually, at this stage, once you get moving, there's this little weird thingamajiggery over there, so it's time to do a bit of a wibbly wobbly jumps, if I could get it done like that, and it gives me the carry armor piece, which is to say that impressive armor suit that Vile was riding and has appeared in these games earlier. Well, now I have it. So that's quite handy. I'm still getting further in Gravity Beetle stage. Although I may have gone further than I used to. Actually, nope. I haven't. Well, I have full ETA. Or what? Oh, this is strange. I don't remember it be. Is it something that bite disappears or goes to a later phase? Because something what has happened is completely unexpected. Because I must defeat him sooner or later, but it seems it looks like that it might be just a single event. I never remember it being like this. Well, does it matter? If I would have worn the carry armor, I would have gotten to there. Yep, he's gone. Disappeared from the stage. Well, that made it a bit easier. Time to go and take apart Leon Gravity Beetle. And he's slow and sluggish and easily shredded with Ray Splasher. How some sort of neon beam attack is more weakness of gravity themed rhinoceros beetle is beyond me, but that is the case. Yeah, he can rend the ground. And spew that kind of big gravity whale, which, well, it'll cause a damn big load of chunk of damage if you get into it. But he goes down easily. using Ray Splasher. So what does he give me? Gravity well, gravity manipulation weapon. You could say the bomb weapon which hits the whole screen. Very effective when they are effective. They usually are not effective. But there's only 2 Mavericks left and the end Maverick phase item collecting marathon. So, time to continue next time. See ya! That was unexpected, that episode with Bite. Well, anyways, see you next time. See ya.